started?
Yes, it started.
Alright. 5 audience members.
We have 5 audience members, and we have a speaker.
I do not need you to repeat this. Shut up. Can you see me in that? Do you know that you can see me in that? Alright. America is one of the fattest countries in the entire world. In fact, it's one of the fattest countries in the entire history of the world. According to the Center of Disease Control, 35.7% of Americans are obese. That's over a third. That means that that's not even including overweight people. That's just including obesity, which is above being overweight. And still Americans are obsessed with health. And still Americans go every year with buying diet books and diet pills and exercise equipment. This is all unnecessary. We want it to be easy. We want a miracle pill. We want a miracle diet. But still, the most important thing is just the basics of nutrition. My name is Travis Dominguez, and I'm here to convince you that you do not need these diet pills. You do not need these lengthy books. All that you need is to follow the basics of nutrition and use 3 different rules that are going to help you. Know what to eat, know when to eat, and know how much to eat. The average American male needs 2,500 calories to sustain the weight that he's at. The average female needs 2,000 calories to sustain the weight that she's at. Now, your calorie goal should be something that has your goal and what you want your fitness to be. Obviously, if you want to weigh less than what you do now, you should have a calorie goal of less than 2,500 for a male or less than 2,000 for a female. Now, when you cut and reduce these calories, you don't want to drop too low. Males don't need to go below 1,500 calories, and females don't need to go below 1,200 calories. This is just going to make you starve, and it's going to make you unhealthy, and it's not going to help you get to your goals. Now, also, counting calories just doesn't do enough. If you know what your calorie count is, but then you eat all your calories in one sitting in a box of Krispy Kreme donuts right before bed, you're not going to get the results that you want. Now, it seems obvious, but people sabotage their own diets and do this stuff every day. They try to go as long as they can without eating throughout the day, and then break down and eat one meal towards the end, and then they go, oh, well, I only ate a couple thousand calories, I'm good to go, I'm still below my limit. It doesn't work that way. You need to eat a lot healthier. You need to pay attention to the fact that these Krispy Kremes, they have no nutritional value. They're not healthy for you. They're made of simple carbs and saturated fats. Now, carbohydrates and fats are just some of the most important nutrients. The 3 most important nutrients are carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Many diets try to cut 1 or 2 out of your main diet and tell you that's going to help you lose weight, like the Atkins diet, which tells you that you need to cut out carbohydrates completely. This isn't true. The most healthy way to lose weight is to eat a plethora of foods that are all healthy and wholesome. Protein is a slow digestive nutrient. It is one of the 3 of the most important. It keeps your body's organs functioning, helps repair tissue, and also helps you build muscle. You want to eat proteins from animal products, such as meats, dairy products like cheese and milk, and then also eggs. These contain all the essential amino acids, which give you everything that you need, so that way you don't have to use partial proteins, which you get, and then they're not going to give you everything that you need in order to build muscle. You're going to have to eat a lot more of them. The second most important nutrient is carbohydrates. These provide your body with energy. Now, these are found in things like grains, vegetables, fruits, and even sugars. But you want to stay away from sugar. Sugars are what we call a simple carbohydrate. They're burned really fast into your body, and they're going to give you short bursts of energy, but you need to eat a lot of them in order to have sustained energy, which isn't what you want, because then you're going to get above your calories that you need. So you want to stick with complex carbohydrates, like your grains and your breads, which take longer to digest, provide energy over a longer period of time, and are just all out better for you. And the last nutrient that you need to know about is your fats. Now, there's multiple kinds of fats, and a common misconception is that fats are bad for you. You need to completely cut them out of your diet. That's not true. You need some fats in your diet. You need the right amount of fats in your diet. You want unsaturated fats, which are fats like oils and plant products like avocados that contain fats. These are a lot healthier for you in comparison to saturated fats, which you'll find in things like animal products and some fruits like coconut. Now, you may want to know, how do I know the difference between saturated and unsaturated fats by looking at food? A good rule for you is to know that if it is a fat that is solid at room temperature, it is most likely a saturated fat and unhealthy fat. Think of a chunk of fat on the side of a steak. That is a saturated, unhealthy fat. Now, if it's liquid at room temperature, like say vegetable oil, that's an unsaturated fat. That's a healthier fat for you, and you want to eat more of those in your diet. All three of these nutrients are necessary. You need all of them. You don't want to just cut these out. But eating the right nutrients isn't enough. The Krispy Kreme wasn't the only problem of that guy eating. It was also the fact that he ate late at night. You can't have those midnight snacks. They're not healthy for you. You don't want to eat right before bed. When you go to sleep, your body slows down. Sleeping doesn't require a lot of energy, so your body's just going to retain that food and turn it into fat. You need to have your metabolism going when you're eating food. Your metabolism is the process of your body burning food, taking organic matter and turning it into energy, and then transferring it to your body to use that energy. Now, sleep doesn't require a lot of energy, so your metabolism isn't needed. So then all that food just turns straight into fat, which is the exact opposite of what your goals are going to be. Your meals need to be planned out at the right times. The body needs energy in the morning from foods like your carbohydrates, like this oatmeal with grains, and the fruit that's in the oatmeal, which has the simple sugars which are good for you actually in the morning because it gives you that short burst of energy with your complex carbohydrates. This means that your carbs need to be eaten at breakfast and lunch. You don't need that energy at night. You need energy to get you through the day. Your proteins, however, need to be eaten throughout the day because you are needed to function. Your organs need to function all the time. You need to be repairing your muscles all the time. A person should eat 4 to 6 times a day, every 2 to 3 hours. This keeps your metabolism moving and keeps your whole body functioning better. But you also need to make sure that you eat your first meal at the very beginning of your day. When you wake up, you have your first meal. You get food, you get energy, you get your metabolism moving. But your last meal needs to be more than 3 hours before you go to bed. Otherwise, that food's just going to sit in your stomach and turn to fat. So now you're thinking, wow, 6 meals a day, that's a lot of food. I don't think I can eat that much. I said that you got to eat more often, not more food. There's a difference, obviously. These need to be in 6 small meals. This keeps you from overindulging and also keeps you that you never really feel extremely hungry. The average person in their daily calorie count should have 50% of their calories coming from carbohydrates, 30% from proteins, and 20% from fats. Since carbs need to be consumed earlier in the day, that means the majority of your calories are going to be eaten by the time that you get to your lunch. That means that breakfast will be the largest meal of your day, and dinner will be your smallest. You're going to gradually get smaller, so you're going to finish your day with something small that's full of protein, like a piece of meat with vegetables with vitamins, so that way you can repair all the muscles that you tore during the day in a healthy way, and then also get the vitamins that you need to repair. When you add it all up, it's pretty easy. You need to just do the basics of nutrition, stay away from these expensive miracle pills, miracle diets. They're not necessary. The basics will get you by and it'll keep you healthy and fit. Just go to the store and buy the wholesome foods. Eat every 2 to 3 hours. Eat small meals. Don't eat fruits. Don't eat grains after lunch. And don't be that late night Krispy Kremer. Don't have that late night snack. Follow these easy, natural, healthy rules and you will stay in shape. Please, help bring down America's obesity problem and stay nutritious. Thank you. Those are my references. Yeah, done.